All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Had to give my co host some water there. He just wolfed down some of his food, like the big old wolf that he is. The big old scary wolf. All right, everybody. What's up? It's Monday, now 1:05 Central Time. This is the Indoor Farmer. What are we at? Episode 210 today. 210. It's November 17th, 2025. We are going to get it started off. Still uploading a few video clips from today's work and from the farm in general, and we'll be pulling all that stuff up here soon. I got to get some shares and likes and tags and all that out. So let's play the intro, and if you could help me out with that, I would appreciate it. Looks like there's people watching on Rumble already. Hit that like button and do that reshare. What's inside a Rumble? Some kind of like it's called repost. It says. And it puts it inside of Rumble, so it's kind of cool if you want to echo the Rumble and help that out. Okay, let's see. This one is 3 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer, and we got our co-host, Mr. Sprout, right over there. We'll be right back, guys. Let's grow.
In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon. With his green thumb at his mic, he's not your typical farmer. No fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the Indoor Farmer with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the Indoor Farmer with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the land. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the Indoor Farmer with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farm's the scene. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's shining bright, lives a man
named Mr. Sprout. Oh, that's not what I was gonna say. All right, dude, let's not. You're getting rowdy now over here. Yeah, there you go. What's up, guys? We're back. We're here. It's Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did the Friendsgiving, the party I've been talking about for a little while. What the heck? There were 4 people on Rumble, but not when the show starts though. Okay, so they'll come back. They'll be coming back, jumping around probably all over the different places. We're live on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, and Kick today. I don't see a need to add any more. Those ones don't all do that great anyway, so it is what it is. But we see some friends on Facebook and YouTube and Rumble. Bring it in for episode 210. Once again, it's been a wild ride. We had a week off from doing a lot of plant content, a lot of growing stuff. I did like upkeep the garden. I buried some scraps, some composty scraps, but I didn't really record a lot of stuff until today. Now I'm still uploading one video. Oh man, I had a hell of a time today. A whole bunch of them just didn't. It was like most of the videos said nah, meh. It's like no matter what you do, yeah, there's something. Like I feel like it felt like I remember having the same kind of problem as a kid on computers. You guys remember the dial-up and you're hoping to download something for over like a 3-day period. It's funny times. But you have a similar issues now. It's the same thing. Anyway, we're gonna play some music as to keep my headphones from dying. Maybe there's a setting in there. I don't know. I haven't found a setting, but I also like the background music. I want to find some more. Maybe make some more. I don't know. Get a little variety up in there. A little bit of variety. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see it in the chat. Who's in the house right now? Hashtag WTIF whenever you come in. Let's see it. We're going to get to some pictures here shortly. I have to download them. Yeah, I had Friendsgiving over the weekend, and it was a good time. I have a lot of food left over, which isn't a bad thing nowadays. But at the same time, it's like, can I eat it all before it goes bad? That's the thing. I'm not trying to overstuff myself every day, but I am not going to complain. It definitely still is not a bad problem. So any of my local friends, if you want to come over, get a bite, come on over. 94%. We're almost there. And then yesterday we had game night episode. What the heck was it? 120, 130 maybe. It's 130. And Turkey Hunt got a whole lot more exciting this week with the addition of explosions. You could find turkeys, or you could find explosions. Like it was rough for one of our contestants, but it's all random, so it's not like there was any kind of a way around it. It was meant to be. So it was kind of a landslide. But you know what? We need more players. If we had a third player yesterday, it may have still worked out with the same winner, but the rest of the odds would not have worked out the same way. It would have been a little more divided up, I believe. And that's usually what we found in the past. But I'm not trying to wait around to force anybody to play on screen. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not that guy. And if you want to go around saying I'm doing this and that and everything else, fine. I've dealt with rumors before, and you know what? Any publicity is good publicity. You want to have my name out there? Let's put it out there. Tell them I'm a big bad guy or whatever you want to say. Seeing things while I was on vacation too, and it's like, what? Why do I have to be bothered by this while I'm on vacation? Like he doesn't do anything. Just a bunch of things that I just felt were pretty unfair. But you know what? I'm not. You can have your own opinions. Do your thing. But what I'm bringing it up for is the fact that I do what I can on my end to be a good person, not a nice person. So don't think for a second that that I'm going to be nice all the time just because people, I don't know, they want to create a little caricature of you that they can kind of poke holes into and stuff like that. You know what? I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I address things. I say what I think. I say what I mean, you know? And if I fall short of something, if I make a mistake, hey, we're only human, right, Sprout? We're only human. You and me. You're just a different human than me. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. So boom. Okay, we got that last one downloaded. Excellent. Let's refresh our. We're using Google Drive. It allows you it gives you 15 gigs of space to without paying for anything. 15 gigabytes of space to upload things to, which is pretty good. I mean, there's a few others I've used that have less, and then they want you to pay for more and stuff like that. All right, and okay, preparing to download. Let's get it. All right. Hey, Alice and Kat in the house. Ladies of WTIF. Let's go. Right, Kat. You found all the bombs. I wasn't trying to put your name. I wasn't trying to rub it into you for you or anything, but that was pretty insane. That was, I mean, now Sheena did find one, if you remember. Sheena found one bomb. But okay, let me share this music in real quick. We're waiting a few minutes to get these pictures uploaded, and maybe a few more people will come in by that time and get to see the actual show part. Usually, it's funny because I'll end up with the most people in here live after I've shown off all the pictures and video of me working and doing things, you know. All right, should be able to hear it now. Big Wolf that doesn't bite. He held me at slingshot point to play on screen, right? Slingshot. One of like 23. Look, I mean, I give you a prize for coming up. I basically pay people to play by doing that. I feel like there should be more people that are, everyone's hurting right now. Everyone needs a buck or whatever, and a lot of people will still spend a lot of time on Facebook. I feel like it should be a win-win. People don't like win-wins. They just want wins, and you lose. They want you to lose, right, Sprouty boy? Right? He's talking to me. I think he's used to me down here just talking, and he's like, he's not talking to me. Oh, he said my name. All right. He was a good boy at the party. It was a good time. Of course, I had to try and keep them away from begging when the food was out. We had 8 people here. It's about 9 people, including me. You loved it. Thanks, Kat. Well, I do. I really appreciate you. You came in clutch like no one else even said they might play. So, yeah, that was the only way to get it moving. I had a lot to talk about yesterday, and so we did. But let's see here. Where are we at with the? Oh, still quite a few left. I took a bunch of first-person video today, so I thought it's gonna be fun, but then it didn't want to upload, so I hope it all worked out. We'll see. Might have a couple duplicate pictures or something like that, but well, there's a duplicate video even. That's okay. Not the least bit worried about it. I got a couple things that I did post during the vacation, but I'm gonna talk about it for a minute. Yeah, so I was really hoping to get to some repair things over vacation. I got to one. One of those things was plumbing. I posted it on Facebook, a little video of where they had to go pretty far down the line, basically, to snake out the drain. It was a bathroom sink drain, which, you know, as plumbing jobs go, I think would probably be a lot. I mean, I don't know. You guys comment below. Tell me if you think it would be, if it would matter if you're a plumber, whether it was like the toilet or the sink. You know, the sink. I feel like the sink would be like, okay, cool, it's just the sink. You know what I mean? It's not the toilet this time. That's how I would feel. Oh, I need to pull up the Facebook comments on my phone if I can. Okay. Pulling up the comments, see if anybody's on the Facebook yet. Turn down the phone. Hey, we got Trent Allgood in the house, Andrew Miller in the house, Sandra Foster, Mary Walker. Wow, some faces I haven't seen in a while. Kayla, hello. Of course, we have our friends Alice and Kayla and Trent. Thanks for coming in on the Facebook. Hit that hashtag. Hit those emojis on the Rumble. Hit me with some dancing bananas. I do have a video that we can play, I guess, while we're doing this. But I was hoping to do a little bit of a side-by-side video, because and I don't know if I can do that last minute now since I had the technical, well, it wasn't wanting to upload. But what I did was I took a first-person video with my phone while I also recorded myself with this other camera from farther away, so I could, you know, put them. No, figure it out. I got a snake, huh? That I have in my shed. I have my own snake. I bought at Lowe's, but it doesn't go far enough down the line. And I also didn't know where to go after it went. I went as far in as I could, and didn't do it. Didn't do the job, you know. So I had to call in the big boys. It wasn't the most expensive job in the world, but it wasn't cheap either, and it wasn't fun, you know, to have to pay for. But it is one of those things you got to think about when owning a home or owning land. That upkeep, you know, is on you, and that goes with on bigger and bigger projects. When it comes to, say, buying big pieces of land and land that may have like a river or a stream coming through it that will affect other things, and so on and so forth. Like there's a lot of different regulations you got to figure out in your own areas. And when you rent, you know, I rented most of my life, and you don't think about a lot of that stuff. This rent is so expensive, you know. And then you're like, well, hey, landlord, I need a new dishwasher, or I need a new fridge. This fridge is broken. It's like, sure thing, I'll just buy a new one. Like, oh, nice. Dancing bananas and dancing dogs, huh? Well, that makes sense. Need a black dog in there. How come it's just that yellowish dog? It's no fair. It's no fair to Mr. Sprout. Alright, Sprout, let's see where we're at here. We should have something finished by now. 3 left. I take some high definition video. I may not need to, I guess, since you guys can only see me in 1080p. Might not matter, I guess, but you know what? I'll keep the footage, and who knows, maybe it will matter at some point, having that 60 frame rates per second 4K footage. Somebody said there's a 5K now. Insane, right, Sprout? You can't see in 5K. Who's it for? Can you just go and chill for a little bit now? Now that I've cradled you like a baby and then punched you in the face by accident. Alright. Here. You lay down, bud. Or stay on the bar. How about that? Fine. You can come over here. Come on. Hey, we got Froghopper in the house. What's up, my guy? Waiting on a couple of last minute. Oh, there it goes. Whoop. There it is. Now I just have to... let's see. play this for you guys while we're doing that. It's yeah, we should do that. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, Sprouty boy, it's winter time. It's starting to get to winter, getting closer to winter time, and even indoors, like I put in the description, even indoors, you have to deal with the winter because I'm in the basement. A lot of people grow in the basement, which isn't actually that ideal, to be honest. But growing in the basement even still has a way of changing, the temperature of the floor and the walls, and it does get a little bit colder. And then if you compensate with that with a lot of heat, then you can have other problems drying out. So you have to crank up the humidity levels in the winter time. So I'm gonna have to get my humidifier going. I have it in the room here. I haven't got it started, or haven't checked. I haven't seen if it's still working right and everything. Okay. Let's see. So this would be episode 210. Got 5 folders to extract worth of footage for this. I knew it would be a lot, but I didn't know it would be that much. Right, Sprout? You guys hear the music? Let me know. Charity, hello. Froghopper, Kayla, Mary, come on in, hit the like button, share it out, tag a friend if you can. I would appreciate it. I'm not looking at the comments right at the moment because I am uploading a few more things. So I also worked on changing my light cycle indoors here, and it's been a pain in the butt, guys. Some of these digital timers are just annoying. Like, because I swear I've gone through, and you can kind of cycle through to different days of the week or the whole week, and I did that. I mean, I literally just kept cycling until you see that every day of the week, and I'm like, I swear I've said it correctly several times. But last night in the middle of the night, I got up, take him out, or forget what I did, and then I noticed the lights weren't on, and so I had to reset them again. I have to reset them again. I reset them like several times in the last week, and I think finally they are correct right this minute, because even just before the show, I had to do some more resetting of it. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to put the video that is a farther away over my screen when it comes time to the first person footage that I told you I got, and that way you can see both. Whoa. Let's see, is this okay? We could start on that. All right, let's go. I think we're ready to go. This was my picture I used for the main covered, but yeah, it's just me in front of the as much plant as I can get, because you don't really know what that is until I tell you or you zoom in. It's broccoli. It's a broccoli. All right, moving on. Here's the plumber with his much longer snake. You know what I'm saying? Alice says my husband had to replace the floor by my front door over the weekend while I was gone. I need to replace my threshold in front of between my front door, my main entrance. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it, bro. I really do. Anybody doing any sharing and liking and tagging, I do appreciate that. Sprout, that's not a place to hang out on my notebook. Anyway, we got it taken care of, and now the sink works again. So thank you to Ogborn Plumbing. Okay, so we got some broccoli, and it was already growing up to the light, so I had to chop it off and eat it. Did something with that, maybe soup. I think made a soup with it, and some green onion, a little bit of kohlrabi. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Look at the flowers trying to grow seeds. That's what happens with the broccoli. I was thinking about it, and like the broccoli stalk is pretty tough, right? And it takes a little while for you to like cook it and get it to soften up. What if you took all these stalks that I have, like, at different times there were more or less, but if I had a whole bunch of these and chopped off all the little branches and then made like almost like spaghetti noodles out of broccoli stalks. Does that sound ridiculous to anybody? I mean, look at how long those stalks are. Like, you could easily, I mean, obviously I can't get a lot from what I'm looking at there, but there are times when there's a lot more, and I've also chopped down a whole bunch of broccoli plants in the recent, months. And by the way, on the Facebook, we gotta hear the crunch on this one. On Facebook, guys, I wasn't seeing the comments right yesterday, even though I'm not able to see comments that often on game night because I'm kind of busy. But I was not able to see comments at one point on Facebook, so I'd urge you again to find me somewhere else, even if it's YouTube. Everybody's got YouTube on their phone, and if you're just like, hey, you're not seeing my comments over on some other platform, I'm like, well, I know something's wrong again. It's a Facebook problem. It's not a me problem. So just letting you know. But yeah, let's hear the crunch of these eggshells. I had already done some of it. There was like a big mound on top. I was like, oh, I gotta push all this in. I wish I would have recorded that. As I did it, I was like, oh, this would be good to record. Like, let's go get the camera. All right, listen to this satisfying crunch.
Here, I already did this a little bit.
Ah, the satisfying crunch. Here, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, Mr. Sprout. Should we just bring the whole thing? Let's bring the whole... No. This is what we're going to do. I can switch out. My camera follows me. We can put the notebooks over here. How about that? How about that? It'll be funny if now he wants to go sit on the notebook over there. No, get back over here. Alright, lay back down. Okay, lay down. He's like, what? You tricked me. I don't want to be laying in my bed. All right, this is Miss Lemon Tree. This branch here was where the cocoon was, and it fell off. The cocoon is still on the rest of the piece of branch that fell off, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like, that poor cocoon's probably been beat up quite a bit. So yeah, this lemon tree is I mean, I don't know, it looks healthy. I don't really give it that much water. When I do give it water, it's from the fish tank, so it's probably getting enough nutrients from that, at least for now. I haven't given it anything major. So right now I have 2 peppers growing. I got one over here, and I got one over here, and these are the same pepper plants that I've had in this system for over a year. I should try to see how long I can get them to grow, because it can stay growing for quite a long time as a pepper plant. And there's more growing over here, like this flower that's going to be a pepper. There's another one right next to it, it looks like. And it's just gonna keep coming back. It's like a 80s movie sequels. Like these pepper plants just keep coming back and coming back. All right, Alice, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I try to keep the energy levels up. Macy Buds in the house. Macy, how are you? It's been a couple days, and I tell you what, I still am not too worried about, the little accident I had. Just demolished my Dabba Dragon over the weekend. Macy distracted me, and then I was like, what? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I spread the rumor Macy did it. Macy, why did you do that to my nice rig? Nah, I was trying to plug it in, and I wasn't looking at how far plug it in. I pulled the box, that big heavy box from the e-nail off the table, and then just whoosh, the whole thing came with it. So guys, back to the show though. This aquaponics system needs to be torn down like ASAP. I'm looking at it from my angle, and it does not look good or safe. I need it to go, I need to do something else. My plan, you can't really see it, but all the way to the left here, back behind this extension cord that we're looking at, there is another aquarium, a bigger aquarium, 10 gallons bigger, 65-gallon aquarium, and I want to incorporate that aquarium into my next build, and maybe both aquariums even, and add more gallons of water, more volume of system. And I'm thinking about doing it over on that wall. It may not be easy, but I think I can do it on that wall. And the reason being, that way I can build it before I tear this apart, so that I can just transfer things over, versus tear this apart and then try to build something where it's at, to have to move all this stuff, as soon as possible. Instead, what I'm going to do, build the other system, either in this room, or if I have to do something else. I'm thinking maybe I could move the grow table as well. The big grow table, I could move it somehow. Enjoying the day off. Nice, Mace. Okay. Yeah, blame Macy. We're just going to blame Macy for it, guys, just so you know. Keep it in your minds. Still looks good, broccoli. Thanks, Alice. Appreciate that. We're on the rumble. Alright, so yeah, this thing needs cleaned up and just replaced. Need to do something else. The whole base piece, though, I think I can use that still somehow. It's very solid. It's just not as wide as I needed. So what I thought about doing is using the base piece and putting those black bins, those plastic bins that you get that are everywhere, and growing out of the bins, having a bunch of bins laying across, kind of like this trough is, except for long ways along here. So I could probably get maybe 4 or maybe 5 even. I'm not sure, but if I could get 5, it would be really nice. Probably just as much volume as I have here, if not more. And you could do different things in each bin. I could have clay pebbles in one bin. I could have a water float bed in one bin. I could do a bin where there's PVC inside there and the water goes through the PVC. And yeah, I could do several things like that. I tricked you, huh? I tricked him. He's like, what? I wasn't trying to lay in my bed, but now you moved it over here where I was laying. That's not right. Amber Hensley with the 20 stars. Thank you very much, Amber. I appreciate that. Amber, since you're throwing me dollars, well, not dollars, 20 cents, but since you're throwing me money, you should consider going over to locals.com and signing up for free, joining the community for free, and you can decide to sign up as a member for $2. You saw Macy do it, Kat. Well, Kat, you could have come. A lot of people said they were coming, didn't come. But there was a lot of people that came. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to break it down tomorrow. There's my little house plant. I forgot what it was, but it seems to be thriving. This is my current compost area. What I decided today was to move it all into the black bin and put more soil in the black bin, and I'm going to try and make the black bin more of a worm bin. The thing is, the black bin has holes in the bottom on purpose for the worms to get in and out, and so what I can do is I can put water in the bin, and the water will go through the bin into the table and down this way to the slant of the table. And if I do that, then the worms will be happy because they'll keep, there'll be some water there, and then also there'll be plenty of food in that area. So if I can get some worms to stay in there, just kind of create the worm castings. Jeez, I couldn't think of the word. The worm castings, get them created in the box there, but then wash them through, but yeah, keep the worms in the box for more like scraps. I could definitely bury them easier in that box than I can in the table, or I can at least use it as another alternate spot. Because what I kind of do is I rotate around the table. So I'll do this corner, maybe I'll do the bin for a while, and then maybe I can come back to this corner, or maybe I'll have to go to another corner. But either way, I just kind of rotate around because that gives time for the worms and the roly-polies and stuff to help break stuff down. Yeah. And then this line here is coming from the aquarium where I used to water the table. So it comes straight from the aquarium. And I have a bunch of... I needed to clean this out, so we did that. I did that today, so you will see the footage in a little bit. There's a lot of plant material and stuff, and so I kind of put it all together and watered it. And so look at this big old tree trunk here, the old stick. It's a broccoli stick. Andrew in the house. Hey, what's up, my guy? So here's my green onion patch. I love the green onions. I eat them anytime I can. I almost did yesterday, but I decided not to. I almost decided to grab some and chop them up and put them on my sandwich. That would have been pretty good, right? Maybe I'll do that today. Thanks to Elisa May. Elisa May brought me this awesome gift bag full of goodies. We're gonna show it off tomorrow on tomorrow's show. And also she brought these awesome big sandwiches, the gondolas we call them. And I'm putting a bunch of my stuff on there. Some kohlrabi leaves. I even took some kohlrabi and shredded it on there. And oh yeah, good stuff. Maybe I'll have a bite while we're talking tomorrow. I'll be eating on the show tomorrow. It'll be fun. Okay, so this was another picture after that one I showed a little bit ago, where I had chopped off everything that was too close to the light, and I ate it. Put it in my stew. Now I'm sure there's stuff. So I'm sure it's growing up to the light again already, but hey, that's what it does. That's what it does. Yep. Frog hopper. Macy broke Waylon's pipe. Nice. All right. If anybody wants to come up and talk about, as I show what I'm showing, you guys can put your 2 cents in. Let me know. Got some good videos to play here soon. I like the first-person videos. I do want to play I want to overlap the videos to where you can see both the far-away shot and the close-up shot. That's going to be interesting. So here's a different angle, but you see this, there's a kohlrabi inside there getting bigger. Man, those things are awesome. I like the purple kohlrabi. It's my first time ever growing them, and so far I've had, these pretty large vegetables, and also all the leaves. Not all of them. I mean, some leaves that don't look that good, but most of the really nice green leaves that are on that plant you can eat, and put that in stuff. So that's a pretty hardy plant. Pretty giving plant. You can also eat the leaves on broccoli plants, which I don't do because I put enough broccoli in there, and the leaves basically taste like the same. Like they basically don't taste any different. The kohlrabi is a very different kind of thing between the kohlrabi itself and the leaves. My foot the size of a blimp. Oh no! You like onions, Andrew? Me too, man. I don't eat the white onion, like the big bulbs, that much, and I don't even eat the bulbs of these green onions, which I've not even tried to do, honestly. I've not tried digging any of them up. I just eat the greens as they grow. I should try that though. There's another kohlrabi over here that's like really tiny, that's still working its way up. Let's try to get up to 10 people on the Rumble. Let's get up to the 10 person mark so I can grab another ad. Totally messed up last month, and so now at the end of this month I'm gonna miss out on a few dollars, we'll say. I don't want to get too detailed, but it's not enough. It's enough to be pretty annoyed about, that's for sure. Read a few extra ads, maybe help make up the difference, but that's only going to make up a couple of dollars. Right? Am I right? Okay. Mr. Sprout. I like this angle, actually. It's like I can't actually stand back there. I just had to hold the phone out, but... Alright, there's the bigger one that I have growing right now. I just shave off the outside with like a carrot peeler or something, and then get to the nice meaty inner kohlrabi. It's kind of a bitter, kind of a cabbage radish kind of taste. It's pretty good though, added to some other things. Great creation, taking a tiny seed and turning it into a meal. Well, thanks, Frog Hopper. Yeah, it is. I mean, it was a tiny seed because I was just growing microgreens. I was just growing like a tray of microgreens, and a bunch of the tray, like you have sort of some plants that are kind of matted down in the tray, and different sizes and stuff that you may not cut when you go to cut off the amount to put into a container and then eat or sell or whatever. And so then you have this mat left over that you take out of the tray. And when you take that out of the tray, where do you put it? Well, I'm going to compost it, so I put it I just put it on the top of the table and watered it, and a bunch of the leftover plants that were in that bed of roots and stuff started growing again. And so by that, I mean that's how I know the microgreen business would also have a byproduct of extra seeds or plants growing already that I can just grow to full size, or I can eat at that size or whatever, and so it's basically a win-win. Like, it basically will help me out, give me sustenance, while also being a product that I can sell. So pretty exciting. So I got some bull's blood beets growing. I'd really like to get these a little bigger. I was chopping them off a lot at small size because I was eating them, and now I'm trying. There's like, I don't know, maybe like 5 we're looking at there that are all still growing pretty good. I don't know what those do when they get bigger, but that's also an underground crop, or no, maybe I might not be correct, but I'm pretty sure beets are a rooting vegetable. Okay. Frog Hopper, you probably know, don't you? Beets are a rooting vegetable. Here's my mint plant. The mint plant is, I gotta get back over there. There's some flowers here that are trying to sprout. Spread over here, trying to grow flowers to grow seeds, and we don't want that. We want to just let it keep growing. This mint plant is probably the oldest plant that I have growing, and it doesn't grow a lot because I don't water it enough, I think. Mint definitely needs a lot of water. It really loves aquaponics. Mint will just go crazy and take over the system. Mint will just spread out and just take everything. It's just crazy. There's a radish that I got from the store and planted, but it's kind of like half dead. And then there's another plant here, which I don't know what that is. If it's the other radish coming back or what, I don't know. So something just popping up out of nowhere. So we'll see what it is. A volunteer, if you will. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the first person view. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to take this video. How are we going to do this? So this is the faraway view, and I'm going to put it on OBS, I think. Interesting. Well, maybe I can do it a different way. Maybe I can do it a different way. Give me a moment. Here we go. Okay, so that's playing on over my screen, and then play this at the same time. Just turn it down a little bit. It's just a bunch of fan noise. Basically, I didn't do any commentating while I was working, so I gave it some equilibrium, I think it's called. It gives it a bunch of nutrients. So now I'm spraying the pepper plant, which that's because the lights are off now. The lights come off a few minutes after this video. But I'm spraying the pepper plant with some water in order to like annoy any bugs that might be on it, because I have had some problems with mites on these pepper plants, but they keep coming back. I've chopped off, if you've watched the show any amount of time, I have brought them back multiple times. They just are they're the target. Nothing on the other grow table. Nothing. I've not had a problem anywhere else, but these pepper plants. It's crazy. They like cannabis as well, so if I don't have any cannabis growing indoors at the moment, but that is a problem there. So there's there we have the cocoon. I don't know if it's just going to be a moth or a butterfly, but it could be interesting. I don't know. Yeah, sending prayers to Froghopper and his family. His brother is going to the emergency heart surgery. So yes, definitely. Let's put some heart emojis. Let's put some prayer emojis out in the chat. Let's send some love. Send some good vibes. Whatever you can send. So you can see the distance between the water and the drop there. That's why I put my hand out in the video. So you can see that difference there, and that's what I usually try to fill it up to, that black downspout. We move on while this is going here. Me trying to plug this in. Try to skip ahead on this side. Almost right on. I'm almost. Oh, there we go. I'm almost right on at the same time. You guys can't see it, but I'm smiling over here. So this is what I'm doing, as you can't see me in the small screen there. Hell yeah, John. How are you, bro? How's everybody else doing on this Monday, middle of November? Got holidays coming up. Don't let the holidays get you down. I had a friend of mine made a post about not worrying about the financial burden of holidays. I got a little cut on my finger here, so I went ahead and got some gloves on. Just a side note. But yeah, not to worry about all the pressure of all the the corporate holiday. And I thought that's very similar to how I've thought about it recently, where coming together as family, we should just do like little arts and crafts for each other, little arts and crafts for each other instead of just instead of worrying about gifts. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So here we go, watering the table. Get the table watered nicely. I also try to water areas that don't have plants because there may be worms, and worms need some water. Let's try to get up to 10 people on the Rumble, guys. If we get up to 10 people on the Rumble, I will do the door prize. But we need to get up to 10 people today. We might be there now. I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. I'm not looking at that screen anyway. Let me go check. 8 people on the Rumble. Let's see it. Let's see some hashtags and emojis over on the Rumble. Oh, that's not the place to type that. Let's see. This whole corner is a full of compost, so I feel like this would be a good place to get some water. Watering that just doesn't really do anything. I was just going to crunch it all up and bury it, so I don't know what I was just kind of trying to spread some water out from underneath there that'll run down. And then now I'm watering the scraps that are in this bin, and then I'm going to cover it up with soil. Some Big Root soil. Shouts out to the Soil King, soilking.com. I think I'm going to have a special guest this Wednesday on Wednesday's show. All right, I need to keep going to the next video clip. Oh wow, I should have waited a minute. It's funny. Look at that big hollow broccoli stalk. You can do it. Oh, finally. The strength of 10 men. Oh, I saw a roly-poly in there just now that I didn't see before. This is how I got the idea. I was bending these stalks. I was like, hey, this kind of feels like spaghetti noodles, you know? Andrew, thanks for coming over to the Rumble, bro. We're sitting at 8 right now on the Rumble. If we could get up to 10, it would be amazing. I've got a lot of scraps here to gather together and kind of break down a little bit more. Look at the skill. Look at this skill. I bet you thought it was all just coming and tumbling down, but no, it didn't. It didn't do it. Now I had to find somewhere to put this. Try to keep it, if clean can be used in this sentence, I guess. If you try to keep it clean, try to keep it clear of debris. I'm always going to have some. There's always going to be something there, but you don't want a whole bunch. Rose, hello. Good afternoon. We got to 10 on the Rumble. Can we hold it there for just a moment? Can we hold it there long enough to read an ad real quick? Can we do it? Alright guys, I really need to do one of these as soon as I can, so let's do it. Let's pick something different here. Rumble Premium. Oh, yeah, we'll just do Rumble Premium, so it's worth a little bit more. Might as well. Excuse me. Goes down but not up. Anyway, Rumble Premium, guys. It's the paid for ad-free version of Rumble that gets you additional content from any creator that's in the creator program, and most of the larger creators on the program, they'll do a special, Rumble exclusive, after show or something like that. And I know a few of them that do, and that gets you exclusive content. Also gets you a little badge in the chat, show that you're a Rumble Premium member. You get a few other things too here. Let's see. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com /premium and use the promo code studio at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium promo code studio, and you get $10 off an annual subscription right now. You can also click this, scan this little thing on the screen right now. We're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And Rumble Premium, that's how they pay little creators like myself as we build and grow and try to do our own thing. So thank you, Rumble Premium, for the 14 cents. 14 cents. Can we stay over 10 for the next 20 minutes, and we'll read another one. Okay, let's put this back up. This is the faraway view. And there's a close-up. Yep, even find myself basically, it's almost like weeding, but not weeding in a garden. It's just like trying to keep your garden clear of stuff. Although outside, you're mostly okay with leaves and stuff like that, kind of like a mulch. You can kind of break them up and sort of mulch them around your plants in a garden. Thanks, John. What's in the stalk? It's just hollow, John. They're hollow. Hey, Margaret. Taking care of Mom. She's not feeling well, but wanted to stop by. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate you stopping by, Margaret. I very much appreciate it. So this is why the bin is easier. I can just dig into it a lot easier than I can the table without disturbing anything. And boom, we just shove it in there. And then, of course, I had to put a whole bunch more in. And after that, we put in some big root soil. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Wormies are gonna be happy. Although they gotta be happy worms, man. I give them fruit and vegetables and not just dried leaves, but they get all sorts of stuff that comes from the kitchen. What's up, Arazulu? Who do I know you from another platform? Thank you, everybody, for the hashtag. Let's Rumble very much. At least I got to 1 read. Now we're back down to 9, but that's okay. Thank you very much. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunchy leaves. See, these break up nicely, and I can just kind of smush them down. I should have smushed them down more. I don't think I did that. I think I just kind of covered it with soil. And here's a new video. There we go. So another thing I did before the party is I went through and I gathered up all the spider webs around this area, underneath the tables, underneath the aquaponics system. There was a lot of spider webs, and I just gathered them up with this spoon that we're looking at right now, and I just put them in the table. I buried the wadded up spider webs in the table, and if they grow, I almost said if they grow, if they survive, if any, like if a bunch of babies come out, then they can feast off of anything that might be in the garden. And if not, they'll find themselves another spot to hang out in the basement. I feel like they should be happy in the garden, you know? Just have an army of spiders in the table. And I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be a bad idea. We'll see. Rose coming in hot with the dancing bananas. Hell yeah. Hell yeah with the dancing bananas. Hell yeah. Alright, so I extended the water coming from the aquarium out a little bit to the onions. Want to make sure they get some water. And the other kohlrabi over there. So I just kind of move that hose around. And this makes that bin has a nice... loud, it's crunchy, is loud. The bin has a nice spot for the hose that just kind of sits in there. Got somebody coming in on YouTube, Mr. or Miss Arazulu. Do I know you? Arazulu? Yes, definitely, Trent. I hope your mom is feeling better soon. Margaret, I hope you can get her some whatever she needs, really, but some like nice soup. Nice warm soup sounds good. I got a bunch of leftover soup from the party. I made a nice stew. Everyone seemed to like it. I hope they liked it anyway. All right, here we go. Big Roots soil. Big Roots soil coming in hot. And line up the video better. Oh, we're past the hour mark. I think, let's see where we're at on this. What's this? Copilot, get out of here. Get out of here. We got 3 minutes left. I think we're just going to finish it, and then we will do the number post, and then we'll finish up the rest of whatever I got after this. We'll go check out gardensavvy.com. See, I could have crunched that down a little bit more than I did, but meh. I did water it down, which I guess will help a little bit. The stain hurt? The stain hurt? What does that mean, John? The stain hurt? No idea what that means, John. Congrats to all the winners yesterday for game night. Remember, not every prize is something that you might be hoping to get, but you know what? Every prize is valuable, and everything is something that somebody would want, and therefore you have a nice gift or a tradable or a re-giveawayable thingy. So some pretty good stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to really push to get more sponsors right now. We gave away, I think, 15 prizes yesterday. I probably will look for more sponsors, but I'm hoping to just find people that have websites So if you have a website out there and you're hoping to get it more visible and you want to work out some kind of a deal, just look for a gift code to your site, a gift code to the site, and that's all the sponsorship would cost. Gift code every week, weekly gift code. Send out the word to anybody that might be interested. But really really try to go with people that just have websites, because if it's a certain kind of item, then people may win 2 of that same item, or get sick of that item. But if it's to a website that has multiple things, then it's up to you to decide what you get. And I think it makes a lot of sense. Or to somebody like Margaret, who makes multiple things and is always making something new. So that works well too, of course. Okay, I think we should be getting close to the end. Yes, that's it. Okay. Let me remove that video. And let's go, well, keep that up there. Let's go over to locals and start giving out some numbers. I think I pinned the number post. He's right here though, luckily. Pin, remove later, here we go. Okay, number post time. Let's see who's in here. 10 likes, 8 comments. Okay, the first person gets 2 number 1s. That's Jess. Jess got it twice now. Jess Rosebud Prime, 2 number 1s. Rose, somebody hit the like button already. Rose, number 2. Diane. And I kind of waited a while last night on the show too before I hit the enter button, just to kind of give everybody a equal chance to hit that first spot. I would like a number, my friend, from Trent Allgood. Trent, you get number 4. Diane, number 3. Trent, number 4. Where's Diane at today? I wonder if she's doing all right. Somebody tag Miss Diane in here. Nobody. Number 5. 5. Perry Wood, number 6. Cat, number 7. Alice, number 8. Thank you for chilling with us today, Alice. Appreciate it. Miss Kayla, number 9. Kayla. Okay. What else we got here? Let's see if anybody jumped in as we're speaking. No. No Frog Hopper. No MJ. I know you're busy, hon. Hey Don, thank you for the hashtag. You're high right now, John? Well, I hope you're not running any heavy machinery. You were driving, Alice? That's okay. You were number 1, Rose? I mean, I'm looking at it right here. Everyone's looking at it. That's why I do it on screen. There's no way for me to cheat. I'm looking at it right here. And it might have shown on your screen at the time, but this is my first time looking at it, and I'm looking at Jess right now at the bottom, and it's set to most relevant, recent. Most recent would be the one that it's set on, which means that it goes to the newest one first, oldest one last. Yeah, I'm sorry. Must have been on your side. Maybe you guys did it right at the exact same time, but I gotta go with what we see here. Yeah, I know. Well, that's kind of the fun of it, you know. That's kind of why I do it that way. It's like, hey, gives everybody a reason to try and like beat everybody in there, you know. I like it. That off yesterday. We're gonna use this wheel here. What did I say? Was it 9? Kayla? Kayla had number 9, yes. I'll check one more time. Nope, okay, nobody else. Let's go to a 1 minute. Chris Plummer, how are you, man? Thanks for coming in. That had to be really close, Rose. Yeah, it was probably at the same time during the show. What did I do with my... I know I got a few more pictures, and then we'll do the segment over on Garden Savvy, and then we will get the door prize going. Might do a little locals hangout. Okay. Number post. Yeah, remember, members get 8 chances to win throughout the week besides game night. Oh shit, there it is, Jess. Get taken out right away, at least. That way anybody else can win the rest of the time. No, she doesn't get 2 chances to win. She gets 2 chances to win 1 time. But that's it. Once she's won. Okay. That's the door prize from yesterday. We'll have to get that set up here shortly. Let me pull up the rest of these pictures. That's okay. Looks like that's the last one. And we just watched all of this. Okay. Yeah. That was the last one. Okay. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So next, let's go to Garden Savvy for the Garden Savvy segment. Kyle, you missed out on a prize yesterday, man. I tagged you and stuff. You had a game night ticket. I don't know if you were actually here though, because there was some problems with the chat. But I did go back, and no one said, we didn't see you. So just wanted to let you know when I saw you, man. Got a package in today, I guess, with the weather here. They didn't run mail. I got a stack to go to through. Yeah, okay. So you did start getting some. Okay, Chris. Good. Just gets the first number prize. All right, we're on Garden Savvy. Looks like not a lot going on with Garden Savvy. Let me refresh. Maybe that might be the no. Everybody's slowed down because of the weather, but you know what? Not us. That's why we're gonna tell. That's what we're gonna tell everybody. We're gonna say, look, maybe let's see. Hey, Garden Savviers. Say it's Monday again, and it's time to prepare for winter indoors. Well, you might have, or you might be done with gardening for the season, but not here at Maccabees Live Market. check out the show. Yeah, especially since they're not working as much in the garden, you got time to check out the show. Comment if you want details. Hashtag WTIF, let's go. And post. Boom. So Garden Savvy, if you don't know already, is kind of a all-around garden-friendly, growing-friendly environment, like a social media app, if you will, except way more. So there is this social media sort of style community that you get access to by joining the community, and you can see that I post in here once a week, and a couple people will react here and there. It's not super active all the time, but I'm trying to help that. I'm trying to get people in there. There's a lot of people in there that maybe don't come in here that often to post. And I get it. You don't want to post in here with not too many people in there, but it's something that can be a pretty cool resource with each other, talking to each other about growing. And here's a picture. What do you think of this? And, but not only that, you get access to the Garden AI, which allows you to ask a bunch of different questions into a garden-specific AI system, which is, if you think about it, just a collection of information on gardening and growing that you can ask questions and maybe get you an answer to your problem. And then there's also the Garden Hortisketch, which, let's see if I can pull it up over here, which offers you different ways to set up your garden and build different designs and models for how you grow in your area, in your grow space. And also shows what grow, I forget what it's called, the latitude and longitude that you grow at. You can have it set to that. You can have it set to the, there's a calendar that it goes by, and then it keeps all of your information year to year, so that you can see, look at data points and find all sorts of information about what you're doing that you could fix and do better. And there's a whole notes section that allows you to, you can buy seeds too. It looks like you can share your design with people. There's a whole notes section that allows you to keep notes, that you can go back to later. It's all a pretty encompassing tool for anybody that's trying to, I guess, make it more efficient or organize your grow a little bit better. So a lot going on for one price at GardenSavvy.com. I believe I can get you a $5 discount for 4 years membership at $35, so you get it for $30. And let me know if you want to join. Myself and Kayla are both in here, so if anybody's ever interested to learn more about it, let me know. Kayla posted a little while ago. Since I was off for a week, I didn't post last week, so here's somebody's test design. I'd try garlic, onion, spinach, lettuce, or kale. This guy here, John, get this, John Erling. He's the owner / creator. And I go through and like everybody's stuff too to encourage other growers. Let me read this here. I had a bad crop this year and I want to plant something in December, but I want to make sure I don't have any problems or bad crops. I started an edible garden at my school this year. Edible garden, wouldn't that be? The students are excited, but I want to be able to have a great winter season for my students. Anyone in the New Orleans area have any tips or time to come out, please do so. I would love the advice and help. We'll give it a heart strawberry emoji. What are you hoping to grow? I'm going to comment as well. I am also interested in the types of edible plants you are growing. I'm a little far away. Okay. Boom. Leave a little comment. There we go. All right, guys. That is the grill portion of the show. Does anybody want to come up? Hey, Big Mike in the house. Mike, or anybody that wants to pop up for a few minutes, talk about what you got growing on, what you're doing for this winterization. You know what? I didn't see the. I swear I had a little video from the lineup that showed the frying pan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So it's back. I didn't go backwards. So I wanted to show this because it's an omelet I made. I put a bunch of my stuff that I grew in there. So you got green onions, you got kohlrabi, the greens from the kohlrabi, but also the actual kohlrabi, just like cheese grated up into there. So, and then, mushrooms, and I actually chopped up some pepperoni. I didn't have any other meat handy. I wanted some meat in there, and so I was like, chop up some of these pepperonis, and it worked out really nicely. Some mushrooms, if I didn't say that, some celery I think is in there too. Yeah, it was good. It was good. And then this other video of, what was it? Yeah, this is the, see, if you didn't watch far enough into the reel that I made, you wouldn't have seen this. I did take a bite in the reel, but I don't have that video here. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, the omelet was killer. It was such a good omelet. In fact, I want one right now. I want an omelet right now. Okay. You didn't know there was the cats? Yeah. Let's post the link if anybody wants it. You can come up. 2 inside plants. I don't have much growing but greens and turnips. That's cool. I mean, that's food, man. Celery, Chris? Yeah, celery in the omelet. All plants are edible. Some you might have or might only be able to eat once though. Well, okay. That reminds me of my history teacher, who was also my football coach. He used to say, you can do anything that you want to do once. One time. You can do anything you want to do. And we got Big Mikey coming up to hang out. Might have to do a little dab with Mike. Hey, Cat Kate in the house. Much love. Well, yeah, thanks for coming in. I do stick to my schedule. Hey, Kristen. Hello. I do want to get you up on People in the Boxes again soon, Kat. We have one coming up that you might enjoy. Mikey, how are you?
Pain, brother, pain. But
I hear it. Need to get you a little sample of the Drizzle Dab pain cream. You might like it. So you might like this topic too. Someone, my friend Brandy, offered this topic up at the party. She said this would be a good one for People in the Boxes. Defamation of character.
Ooh.
I mean, we've all had some people talking some shit about us, haven't we?
Who hasn't?
I mean, I think that one would be pretty interesting. And speaking of pretty interesting, we've got Kat in the house. Kat, we've got a little bit of feedback there. Hit the mute button, and I'm gonna go ahead and read one more quick ad as we finish the main part of the show. We got 1775 coffee still going strong. They still haven't tried 1775 coffee. Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. I've been reading that for a while, so they must be getting close to the end of that. You're getting the bold dark roast of this that hits hard, the smooth medium roast, and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus, no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxic free, and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. Hell no. Frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's opinions, and a black 1775 tumbler. $175 worth of coffee and gear, yours for $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something just like Rumble does. Let's go. Okay, cool. Thanks for the 14 cents, Rumble. It's as easy as that. It's easy. If I do that enough times, I'll make up a couple $100. Right?
You'll be rich before you know it.
14 cents at a time, baby.
Hey,
One.
if it don't make pennies, it still don't make sense.
Kayla says, it says Mike.
Kayla.
All right, so I am busted back down to using my torch. But I tell you what, Mike, I'm not super upset because the e-nail was nice, but it was also like a 10-minute dab each time. It was like a nice temperature that I'd have to sit there and keep hitting it for like 5 minutes, and now it's like boom, right to the head. There you go. Yeah, so it's like, well, okay. I mean, that's nice to remember and to have for a little while. And I thought about making a post. I threw the piece away. I thought about taking a picture and being like, "Good news, everybody! I'm getting a new rig. I'm getting a new rig." I guess you weren't here earlier. I broke my rig over the weekend.
Oh, man.
My e-nail rig, but the e-nail's fine. I have to buy a specialized banger for it though because it's a certain shape. Macy broke my rig over the weekend. That's going to be the story that we stick to. But no, it's a specialized banger because of the e-nail. So it's a $50 banger just by itself. So no matter what rig I decide to go with, I also got to buy a banger still. So that's kind of sucks. But
that's why I buy cheap because see, mine's got a crack in it already.
The banger?
No, my bongs.
Oh, I see. Up there on the
it's all the way around. I'm just waiting for it to bust off, but that's why I buy them cheap. And I get it. An E-rig would be freaking fantastic.
Well, no, they're separate things, though. Sorry to interrupt you, but like the e-nail can go on any rig, so I can decide and go with a cheap rig now that I have the pieces to the. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
No, you're fine. You're explaining what you're talking about. I don't have a clue because I ain't never had an E-rig because I always just use a torch and a regular. That's where
the piece right here.
Right.
It's $200. It was $200 for this stuff I'm about to show you here. There's no glass or anything to smoke with. It's just the box and this little coil piece that you put around the banger. Sorry, buddy. Here, go back to your bed, please. Come on. This piece here that can only fit on a certain way onto the piece. So this is all fine, I just have to buy the glass it's not glass, it's a quartz banger, but then the glass rig. Now the rig that I had, people complimented me on it, but the thing was only $100, man. It wasn't an expensive rig. Like the $100 might not be cheap to some people, but at the same time, when you're talking about a rig that size, definitely not expensive for sure.
This is a electric, I guess nail, whatever you want to call it. But this thing sucks because the glass is kind of heavy and it doesn't, it has the little rubber pieces, but it doesn't, you can't just set this down, it'll fall over. And this top half is glass. But if you set it down, it tries to fall the direction that's facing. So it's really a pain in the ass. It's cool for if you want to do a big badass dab while you're out running around, but it's really more of a pain in the ass than.
A lot of rigs are that way. You get one, just like those electronic ones. Mikey, do you ever do the Luca Dragon Egg or the this or that? They're kind of cool for about 5 minutes, and then you're just like, ugh.
I take mine with me everywhere because I hang out at places where I can sit at the bar and smoke weed. So I take my Luca everywhere.
Yeah, but the cleaning out of it. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, it kind of gets to be a pain in the ass after a while.
My little tip just unscrews off of it. It's real easy.
I just like doing it the old school way. Just put it in a glass piece. Hang on, my dog's fixing to go off.
All good. All good. We're gonna get the door prize set up right now, though, guys. Just because we're hanging out right now, I don't want to keep you all for that. But I mean, the people in the audience, not you guys. You guys are waiting for me to heat this rig up. Lay down.
This one's a little different than my other seahorse was, but when it starts getting nasty like this one's about ready, I just replace this little piece off the end, and you can get these for like $5.
Yeah.
But it just unscrews off of there.
Well, see, when I tried the seahorse, I think it was a Lucas seahorse or whatever.
That's what this says.
We got away from the dab because it was harsh on my wife.
Yeah.
We just kind of jumped straight into just go straight to dabs.
Yeah.
You know? So we quit doing dabs. So it's like, yeah, we don't care about that stuff anymore. We just went to, just doing flour. But then it got to where the dabs were a little cheaper, and I like doing dabs, so I'd do a little bit of dabs.
That's my preferred.
She got to where she liked doing dabs, so I just,
To me, it just depends.
Straight shooter and torch sitting in there, I like that too.
For me, it's like if I get dabs that are not good, and I have to smoke through them because I'm not trying to waste it. And they're not too bad. Like if it's that bad, I won't. I'll just be like, well, I lost it. But like there's usually dabs now are just. I hate to like blanket statement stuff, but like almost every time I buy them, it's something with a solvent that's been used, and that causes me some kind of a cough. The stuff I have right now, I got them from a good friend who I know makes rosin. And you know what sucks about the terminology? People are now just saying rosin for everything.
Yeah.
They're just using They're just saying, oh, you want some rosin? Like they're saying it's all rosin. So I know right where I'm getting it from. I know who makes it and everything. So I know it's good. But man, I don't know how else to get it these days, because you go to the store or you go to the dispensary and they.
It's almost unenjoyable.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like you have this wheeze cough at the same time. You're like, like this is not right.
And you wake up with heavy lungs.
Yeah.
Have you ever woke up with the heaviness in your chest? Like, damn, I smoked a carton of cigarettes last night.
Yeah, and I because of that, I like to alternate. If you do some dabs, hit the bong once. There's something about the particulates getting sticking to the resin that's in your lungs, and it helps you get it out, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see where that would work, because like I said, you get that little bit of rosin still in your lungs, and you take that smoke, and that's how it absorbs that smoke. Well, it's going to kind of pull it through a lot more.
They kind of stick together, and then you can cough them both out. Kind of sounds like that's kind of a weird conversation, I guess, but at the same time, that's how I feel when I do a little bit of both.
I thought I was the only one that smoked weed in between my dabs. I do that too.
I don't always, but yeah.
I like taking my dab and getting that good quick buzz, then just keeping it toned up with my bong rips. I love my bong rips.
All right, let's see in the comments, guys. I will check some comments here. Hey, Debbie, come on in. If I didn't put the link out on the Facebook side. If you guys want the link, I'll put it over there. If anybody wants to pop up. But let's see hashtag WTIF for the door prize, and of course I'll add both of you guys since you decided to come up and keep me some company.
I'm almost too stoned to be doing what I'm doing at work. My brain is like.
Oh yeah.
Don't be confessing things on my show. Don't make me an accomplice or whatever.
Yeah.
Kayla.
An accessory.
Oh no, my boss knows I say
yeah, accessory.
No, my boss knows damn well what I do.
My boss is my wife, so.
Put you on there twice, Mike, since you commented and you're up on screen. All right, I'm heating this up. You stay there. I think I got you blocked off nicely right now. Andrew, gotcha. Wait a second. Don.
No, I cut me a big old tree this weekend. I've been working on cutting it up. I got my back tweaked.
Oh no, dude, it's the weirdest thing. You tweak it by just doing like what you think is normal movements.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah.
But that's all right. We finna have a cold snap, and I'm gonna need the wood anyway. And the best thing is, it's opening up my yard, so my wife's roses will come through too better.
Nice. Get the light in there better. So you chop them up into, and then do you make logs, or do you chop them up into smaller wood burn?
I make sticks. I'm gonna run them about 20-inch sticks, and I burn it in my wood stove inside. Cheers.
Fire in the hole. I think Bean came through yesterday for a second. I saw him in the comment.
I tagged Mikey, and he never showed up.
Yesterday?
That's okay. We don't even call him out on it. He got shit going on. He's tweaking his back.
I'll always call him out. I tried to send somebody over there and tell you fucks to get off your live and come over here and hang out with us.
I cut wood yesterday morning for about 2 hours, cutting limbs and shit up off that tree. It was a big tree. It was like the size of a 50-gallon barrel.
I got to do some of that
myself. I saw the one you
myself.
cut up the other day in your yard. That was crazy.
Do what, Waylon?
I said I got to cut some trees down myself.
I'm fortunate enough I ain't in town. I ain't got to have insurance or anything of that nature to do it. So I'm out in the country. I can cut my own wood, I'd rather do that anyway.
And Christie's roses will get a lot more light because y'all are pretty shade covered over there.
Yeah, that's I've got one more tree I'm gonna cut after this one, and we're gonna wait the summer and see what the yard looks like. That also gives my grass a chance to kind of replenish itself, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
We've got.
I bet you'll get more grass growth too.
Well, we've got flower bulbs that's been out in the yard that really ain't growing very good because of the lack of the sun.
Yeah, like in certain plants like that, but not everything. And it's not because when you first grow them and they keep coming back year after year, that's great, but then so do the trees around you start growing too, and then end up overtaking
Before you
some
know
of
it,
that
they're
light.
not getting enough sunlight. Yeah.
And I got trees right next to my yard, right like on the other side of my fence, in my neighbor's yard, that I would just love to cut down. One time he was drunk and told me I could cut it down, and then I talked to him again. He was like, "What? I don't remember that." I was like, "Bro, like that thing needs to come down. It's like my whole backyard is the shade. I don't have hardly any light back there."
Yeah.
All right, let's see who else on this side. We got Andrew. No, who did we get on the Rumble side? Mikey. Then Andrew was next.
What's up, Alice and Chris? And
Alice, we got you twice. Chris,
Everybody.
we got you twice. Rose, I know you were on the Rumble. I plan on it someday, Rose said. What was that, Rose? You should invest in a press and make your own dabs. Yes, totally. I definitely want to, but right now I have someone who's, not right next door, but not crazy far away anyway.
have you checked in on the prices of them?
The presses, you can get one for about $350, I think.
You
to
can get them
$400.
pretty cheap. Up to,
That's
I
not
think you
bad.
can get them up to $1,200.
Well, you could definitely get them more expensive for sure, but I think the one I was looking at, I want to say it was 7 pound, but I'm not 100% sure on that part. But it was not a big one. But that's the only thing about rosin is that they think people say it takes more time, but honestly, if you factor in the time it takes you to do like the off gassing and the what do you call that with butane, where you purging it, where you purge it and you have to boil it down, and then you have to filter it more, and so like if you factor in that the time, like honestly, it's not. I don't think that much difference in the time.
And the taste is so much better.
It's you can smell it. You can't smell dabs if it's not rosin. If you smell it and you're like, oh wow, I can smell the plant, like yeah, then you know you have rosin now.
Yeah.
And
If you smell fruit, yeah.
Yeah, if you smell they could add terpenes, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe I should take that back. I'm not thinking about it. Like the terpenes don't always have the same smell though either. I've had like diamonds in sauce. You know, the diamonds in sauce, you have like a liquidy terpene in the back at the bottom, and that's, I don't know. You too, Alice. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a good day. I was pretty tired this morning. I woke up at 4 a.m. because I fell asleep at like 6:30 on my couch. And I'm like, well, that's going to do it. So I was like, well, I'll be up for a while. And then I went back to sleep at from 8 to 10, 10:30.
Yeah.
For some reason.
You know, sometimes your body just knows when it needs to sleep. And that might have been your time.
Right. From green to gold, Ronaldo. Hell yeah. That's what's up. What did you ever make it yourself? Making some bubble hash? Yeah, the bubble hash. My bubble hash kind of came out a little dark. I got a bunch more to make.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that came out the other day.
It's a little dark, but it's also like these thin, like little potato chips. Like it's kind of weird. I don't know if won't really be able to see it on there. Speaking of seeing it on there, I did mean to. Before I spin this real quick, guys, I did mean to bring up during the main show that for a week and a half now, 2 weeks now. So I last time I was on the show, I put these seeds that I got from Elisa May, these dwarf fruit trees. I put them in water. I'm gonna have to take pictures, but I can just tell you because it's nothing crazy to look at. So I got apples, cherries, and oranges. The only thing that's doing anything though in just water, this is water from the aquarium too. The only thing that's doing anything is the oranges, and the one on top almost looks molded or some kind of like white around it, you know. And then there's one that fell to the bottom, and it looks like it might have a little piece of taproot in it. In fact, you know what? We could turn the light on and look at it. Can't really tell. I thought maybe that was a taproot, but now it just looks like a seed. I'm just gonna leave them for a little while longer. They're, fruit trees probably don't germinate as fast, you think? I don't know.
I think it takes them a little bit longer.
I would assume, but I'm sure I could search, but I like to pontificate, I like to pontificate, Sprout. Alright, everybody, I'm going to spin this wheel. What time is it? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Time for one more dab. I'm going to have to put this thing up, though. Come on, you're going to have to stay here.
He said, "But Daddy, it's time for me to get some loves."
Well, he just ate, so he might want to go out too soon.
Yeah, that may be it.
Oh, back to there it is. You love hash, Debbie? Hell yeah. I like taking the hash and turning it into rosin, though. Okay, looks like we got everybody that... Chris, stop looking the windows. Done 5 loads of laundry because I was gone all weekend. Oh wow, I did that yesterday or last week before the party. I was doing laundry and just a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna mute for a minute so you don't think I'm crazy talking to myself while I'm trying to figure out this work thing.
Good. Alright, door prize it is. So, Mike, I don't know if you guys decorate for Christmas.
Yes.
I put up a post. I don't know if you saw it, where I'm going to give away like, I know the number $150 keeps coming into my mind. It's somewhere around there is what I'm going to do, like either like of your choice or maybe a cash prize for people that are hurting right now. For people that get in on this contest that I posted about. So check it out when you get a chance. I'll explain it if everybody is listening.
I will go check it out here in a little bit.
Well, we got 20 people in the house. Maybe they won't want to hear about it. So I'll pull it up in a second here.
Yeah, pull it up by all means.
It's a contest for game night, but it's for anybody. But it does require content. Andrew, are you here? Are you in the house? You were on both sides. EPX Genetics on the Rumble, or Mr. Cortez on Facebook. Where are you at? All right. Yep, there he is. Whoop, yep. There he is. I see him. All right. Congrats, bro.
Congrats.
Yes. Now you're in next week's game, regardless. Let me pull this up on the screen here. Is there an echo with that music that you guys hear?
I don't hear an echo.
Do you hear the music?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Kind of loud, but I hear it fine.
Well, if you would say, I can turn it down. My bad.
No, I mean,
I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to figure out where it's at for everybody else because it sounds different for me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and it's going to sound different for everybody else too. So, but on mine, it was just a little loud. It wasn't that loud, but like I said, just coming through fine.
It sometimes it's louder for me than it's the audience because they'll comment and say I barely hear it. I'll be like, okay, well it's like loud for me, but maybe that goes for all of us on the stage.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it was that way with my end instead of your end.
Nice. Well, there it is at 18 now. That should be good. All right. Where is this post? I didn't pin it. Maybe I can. Can you pin more than one thing on a profile? I don't know.
I don't know. I think you could.
Let's see. Pin post. Okay, done. Oh, it took away my other pin. My schedule that I had pinned. And I don't know how far down the line that is to go and find it again. Holy shit. Well, it'll be a picture though, so picture would be easier to find. Anyway, I'll just pull it back up later. No one seems to use it anyway. People are like, oh, I caught you live. Like, yeah, like there's a schedule pinned right there all the time. You know when it's gonna be. All right, so let me pull it up.
Hang on, I found it. You want me to send it to you?
Found what?
The post.
This post?
The Christmas one?
Yeah, right here. I got it on screen.
Oh, okay. I was on Facebook looking.
I see. So yeah, it says, okay, campers, the Indoor Farmer Claus is going to need your help for Christmas. I need a plan, I have a plan for a game night game for this December. What I'm going to do is give away a Christmas care package to be determined, but I am thinking worth more than a bill and less than 2 bills. Do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in between.
Is that universal to everybody? What does that mean to you?
Half, at least.
No, but what is a bill, though?
$100 bill.
Okay. Because, like, I don't know if I wanted to make sure that wasn't some, like, thing only I used in my area or something like that.
You may have somebody say, okay, you're going to take the electric bill, the gas bill.
Right. Yeah. That's funny. Well, I didn't want to.
$100 or under, so yeah, we can do that too.
Well, I didn't want to. Facebook will get you if you start using dollar amounts and stuff.
Well, you
So,
did that to be determined.
right. It says, I may give options on the prize if you need that extra help for this Christmas. The contest. Send me your pictures of the nice living room setup when you have it the way you like it or want it. Be creative. The twist. Send a second picture of the same angle or close as you can get it, but with a few things out of place or switched around, however you want to phrase it. Phrase it, but make them clear and obvious, but as clever as you can be. Don't worry if it's perfect. If your picture gets featured in the show, you will get a chance to win the care package. The catch is if you play up on screen, your picture can still be featured. It just may not be used in the game portion of the show. So we will still have like a few that will feature in the show. Like, hey, this was worth featuring. We're going to show you guys this picture. And it says, I'm looking for 2 volunteer judges to help me judge them. Criteria to be announced as far as like what we're going to judge on. I think mostly it's going to be like whether it's obvious or it's you're able to actually pick out the 5 items that they. And I didn't put in here. I need to maybe add that you want to put like, I think 5 items in each picture. I think that's enough for most people to like figure out something to move 5 different things. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Because if you're going to put something underneath it, I mean, you're going to have way more than 5 items, most likely.
So there's going to be like so many options to move stuff. So I hope that people can do it enough that it's not just like a tiny twist of something. You know what I mean? Like, come on, we need something that's. But I also gave some people. I gave an idea, which to me I think is a kind of a cool idea. If you take a kind of close-up picture of your Christmas tree that's decorated.
Yeah.
Close enough up that you can see all the ornaments nice and clear, and then you move the ornaments around for the second picture, just on your tree alone. You know, you don't even need like the whole living room setup or whatever. You could just do it like that. So,
or you add something or take away.
Or add, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That sounds amazing, dude. I volunteer to be a judge if you need a judge.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun, and I'll probably do something for the judges too. But yeah, I'm just trying to do a little something generous.
We decorate, but like we don't go overboard. You know, we put a tree up, lights and stuff like that up, but we don't really put a whole lot of under the tree, like a village and stuff like that. You know.
Well, that's why I said the way I said it, zoom up on the tree, because that should open people's mind up to like, hey, it doesn't have to be the entire room decked out. You know, he's not looking for the perfect room. He's looking for a clever 2-picture combo, one with, you know, items moved around and obviously Christmas themed. You know what I mean?
Some of these things are not like the others.
Yeah, it's going to be a what's the difference game, except for using pictures from people that send in for this contest. So
that sounds cool. I gotta figure out how to wash my wig and beard.
Is it real hair?
No, it's Santa Claus wig and beard.
Well, yeah, but it's like, but is it that like nylon or whatever it is? Yeah. I would say just get it wet and put some conditioner on it, and then just hang it to dry. I wouldn't like shampoo it and like scrub it or anything. I would just get it wet and put some conditioner on it. And
just conditioner? I think just water, wouldn't it? With some warm water would like make it soften up, wouldn't it? Hot water.
Well, the conditioner is gonna straighten it out like
it's
without having to like brush it.
Like it's like a 20-year-old wig and beard.
I see.
And I don't know if you've had long hair before, but when you get long hair wet, if you just get it wet, it just mats it together. You have to have something to
comb through.
Yeah.
So it looks like everybody in the chat's on the same page with the bill. Okay. Real quick, there's a last thing here. This is a thing that a lot of people might have a problem with, but you know what? Fuck it. You must be a member. Not a paid member, but a free, at least free member of my locals community. It's free. So I can ask that one thing. That shouldn't be the most difficult thing to ask from people.
That's not being petty. I
That's
think
too
that's
much, dude.
well within reason.
You're asking way too much.
It's a free contest still. So
Exactly.
it says my DMs are open. Mic drop snowman Christmas tree. Hashtag WTIF. Let's go. So only seven likes. So if anybody would share it, it'd be great if you could share this for me. I want a lot of people to see it. It's not only a contest, but maybe we can get some more members. It would be nice. Go ahead, Mike.
I was going to tell Rosa that he wants pictures of the Christmas tree with the ornaments moved. One picture, then a picture with something obvious but not too obvious moved.
Right, that's my example of something that you could do if you don't have a whole living room full of stuff. But if you have your living room decorated, and like say the picture I posted recently, let me give you guys an option or another option here. See the photos, like the photo of my living room here for Thanksgiving. Okay. Look, it may not be a lot of decorations for Thanksgiving, but like say I could move a few items around in this photo, and like right now I only see a couple items, so it would have to be more than this. Although maybe I can move the placemats or maybe take a chair away or something like that.
Yeah.
Put this ink pen over here, like add things like that.
Move the blanket off the couch.
Right. Some things that you want to be obvious, and it would be nice if you turn the phone sideways, not like the way this is, but I think we could do it either way. I'm sure it can be done either way.
Have a good evening, Rosa.
All right, Rose. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about it. But yeah, I want people to all of November, and hopefully before we start the first Sunday of December, that we have all the entries in. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna play through the month, and it just depends on how many we get through. Because the way the game will work is we'll take turns. Each player gets to start the next picture whenever you get to the next picture, and how we'll do it is per prize. How we have prizes. Say if Mikey's starting the next picture, he gets to go until he can't find any, and say there's two more maybe that I know of, and then maybe Kat's turn is next. Then Kat gets a chance to say one if she misses, and Mikey still can't find it or whatever. Maybe we have to move on.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a third player and they find it or whatever it is. And so then the next picture comes up. It'll be the next player's turn to start it. So maybe Kat will start that picture. Maybe she only finds one of them, right? And I can't find any more. And then Mike says, "Oh, I can see three more," and And so it's just going to round robin kind of like that until we get through the prizes. And might be multiple pictures where you can't even find one or something. But I think the judges will. That's the point of the judges. That's why I want judges, because we want to make sure they're. I want to make sure people don't think it's just me being some kind of trying to scam people or like pointing out or trying to pick a winner or whatever. I don't care who wins. I'm just trying to give something away. I'm also trying to build them. Yeah. Being generous also while trying to gently build up the community. Like, okay, keep your $2, but let's just get people inside the free community.
You're not doing nothing, ain't nobody else doing. You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, that's the
whole point.
Sometimes it's too much, but hey, I'm still trying to be generous too. You know what I mean?
Hey.
One time I gave away $100 to my members because I got to a certain number of members I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
The person I gave $100 to ended his membership. It was like 2 months of $2 membership.
Oh heck!
I was like, well, all right. So this time it's not. It doesn't work that way. This one's open to anybody, and you just have to be a free member. So I'm not looking for. I'm not trying to feel burned after somebody decides to take their $2 from me after winning a bill. Like that just feels like a burn, But like if it's a free thing, hey, I'm just gonna have fun with it. And it's kind of a fun contest kind of thing, So what we'll do is it might be kind of tough to narrow down, especially if we get a lot of good ones. So
I'd make them write it down on paper, how many they found, and name them off, and then, okay, you found 5, well, they found 6, or she only found 3, then what did the judges find? And they got to agree on it and say, okay.
well, I think what I will do is the person that sends it to me has to tell me what, like, I'll have to know the items myself. I'll have to know all the answers. I
Yeah.
won't get to play the game myself, but I'll just know. And I think I'll limit it to 5, and then that way the players know there's 5 things in each picture. And I should actually fix that on the post right now. But the post isn't really getting a lot of attention yet. So if you guys listening, anybody that's listening, got a few people in the house still, please share it for me. I mean, that's I think it should be a fun one. It's not just a hey, I'm not just trying to like raise money for a cause or whatever. I'm trying to have some fun for Christmas. A lot of people have their Christmas decorations out already, so I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of proud people out there with their setups and their little, their little whatever villages and different things, and like, let's see what they can come up with. Let's see what kind of creativity we can have.
Well, I shared it out for you, brother.
Press
But
on.
I'm gonna jump down and
All right.
Other stuff. So
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do another dab before I leave too, but I'll be leaving soon. Thanks, Mikey, for hanging out, man.
hey,
Got a new Rumbler commenting. Press 9. Hello, new here. What's up?
So,
Hello.
Christy, I said hi.
Have a good night.
Absolutely.
Have a good one, Mikey.
Y'all too now.
Press new. Okay. Press 9. I'm sorry. Hello. That's an interesting name. I want to fix this. Let's see how I can fix it here. Send a second picture, same angle, with a few things. I'm gonna put a parentheses 5 items. That should be possible for everybody. Between taking things away or adding things and also moving things around. That's 3 different ways to do it. Should be good. Alright, Sprout, I need you to get off of me long enough for me to do one more dab and then we get out of here. That's your husband, Alice? Okay. Awesome.
I can't do a dab and do what I need to be doing for work because it's making my brain smoke.
You don't have to keep. Look. I have to say this once in a while.
I want to do one bad.
Don't try to keep up with me on the screen.
No, I sit here and smoke all day, and I want to do one real bad. But I've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-page drawing, and so I have a whole bunch of different layers in AutoCAD. So like some signs show up on some pages and some don't on the other. Well, we had to shift all of the signage on the labels, and now I've got to go figure out how to trade them in the drawing, and it's kicking my ass.
Well, that sounds like a pain in the butt.
That's what I'm trying to make it do.
This little
I'm ready to
gremlin.
scream.
Gotta let this little gremlin out. I should probably just end the show, but now I'm standing outside. Are you gonna go potty, or are you gonna try and run and jump out of the house, part of the yard? He found this little corner spot where he can get out of the fence.
Every time.
Well, so I gotta go and find some way to fix that. I do have a piece of fencing that I could probably put over there. If you're Alice's husband, you're a friend of ours, welcome in. Congrats to Andrew for winning the door prize earlier. And Thank you for being a Rumble and Facebooker. So, what do you think, Kat? Are you already are you thinking about? Well, you're doing your work right now, but
What? No, I'm not. What's up?
I was just gonna say, are you envisioning any pictures that you would take for this contest? Does it make sense?
If
Does
it
it?
needs to be Christmas decorations, then probably not. Because, like I said, all of my family's 6 hours away, and I don't even own a Christmas tree, and I live here by
Well, that's right.
myself.
Well,
So,
okay,
like,
touche.
I mean, if it
You told me
didn't
that
have to
already.
be
Sorry.
Christmas based, then I'd be down. And my neighbors might kick my ass if I go move stuff around in their yard.
All right.
But I do have neighbors I would do it to, though.
Yeah, like if somebody sets up their yard nicely, like it can be clever. There's a lot of people out there that like to proudly show off their decorations and such. Okay, now we're in the after show. Let me do a little dab, and then we'll shut this down, and then I'll go get the dogs, and they're outside now. And then I'm gonna have some more Friendsgiving food. I have so much food. I'm definitely cheating this week for sure.
I cannot wait to get to eat Thanksgiving food.
Well, there's not really any Thanksgiving food, but we got a lot of Friendsgiving food over here.
But like, no, I'm wanting like the dressing and all that stuff. All the stuff I don't get all the time. Broccoli cheese casserole.
Broccoli and cheese casserole, huh?
It's my favorite. Green bean casserole, all of that stuff that people don't make on a regular basis. Why, I don't know, but
My mom makes a good green beans and cheese sauce. She makes
my dad used to make cheesy beans.
cheesy beans. They call it. Okay, we call it green beans
that's
and
what we
cheese
used to call
sauce.
it.
That's a lot more. That's a lot more syllables than cheesy beans.
Well, you say that, and people they look at you kind of weird, but it's what it is. It's green
Snap.
beans with cheese sauce.
Cheesy bean sauce.
Cheese beans.
Cheers.
I don't know. And we got a new kid at work that started today. And my boss has been out all day at the doctor's office, so I've been showing him how to do everything all wrong. I'm like, this is how we do it. It might not be how they tell you to do it, but this is how we do it.
You said this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay.
Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head, and that's like the only line I know out of it.
It's Friday night, and I feel alright. Party's here on the west side. Can't speak after taking that hit. Alright, I'm heating up this dab, and then we're gonna get out of here.
I'm gonna bail out because I'm gonna call this kid before the exterminator
Alright,
shows up
do
at
it.
4.
Have a good one.
We'll see y'all later.
We'll have to see if Kat wants to come up for a rematch next week. The final rematch to find all the bombs. That was intense. It was an intense game yesterday. If you guys didn't check it out, go check it out. Alright, I think we're ready. Cheers, everybody. Nice low temp. I did what's called a cold start. Cold start is primo. You have a nice directional airflow cap there, and carb cap, and you're good. Checking in on you guys from time to time. Got to go. All right. Thank you, Preston, for coming through. It looks like I won't be planting any dwarf fruit trees this week. I'll just leave them in there and see what happens. I'm going to take a picture, though, of those oranges because it looks like fuzzy, almost like a circular around it, and it's floating on top. And I don't know if that's mold or roots or what. Probably mold. All right. Well, it's good to be back. Tomorrow we've got a little bit of a mixed review. Took my son to Comic-Con and took a few pictures. I didn't take nearly as many as I would if I was going to fully review it, but we've been to that one last year, and so I did take quite a bunch, and then a couple pictures from the party that I had. But we're going to talk about the party and how it went and what we did and everything else. It'll be interesting, and we'll have a little hangout and talk about it. On tomorrow's show at 1 o'clock Central Time, of course, for the Indoor Farmer reviews. Did you get pictures of hot ceramic con chicks? Hot Comic-Con chicks? I didn't. No, this wasn't actually that. Okay. This Comic-Con was at a mall, and tell you what, like, I know the guy that puts it on, and that's fine, do it wherever you can, but to me, it's not the greatest place for a Comic-Con because there's a bunch of stores around you the whole time that you're looking at. You're getting distracted by stores in the mall, and then there's like booths every so often as you're walking through. Like, it just, there was kind of a main area too and stuff, and we went through it all, and we've been through it before. This was the one. If any of you remember last year, my son and I were Wally and Otto, the bad guy autopilot computer that the spaceship had. We went as those two characters, and we got in on a costume contest. I made it myself. I still have it. I don't know what to do with it. Just throw it away, I guess. And it's not in good shape. No, it's not in bad shape. I can still wear it. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. It's 3:30. We'll see you all tomorrow. Shut the tunes off. 1 o'clock Central Time. If you haven't yet, well, I guess real quick, like, since you guys are here, we can pick what's morning kick. Let's check this out. What? Come on. Let's see what this is all about here. Unlock Chuck Norris's secret to staying strong, lean, and full of energy at 85. Click the link in the chat or scan the QR code to watch now. Hey there, or hey, hey, you're the, hey you. There's this video. It's from Chuck Norris. Yeah, it was insane. He's in the 80s. He's in his 80s and says he still feels like he's in his 50s. It was pretty shocking. He had some pretty cool tips in there too. What he's doing, including these 3 foods that he avoids like the plague. He explained all the things he was doing, and it was super simple. They're so easy, and you can do them right at home. when I first saw this, I knew I had to share this with you all, since it's what happened to Chuck could also happen for you too. But with any new method, of course, your results can vary. The video is definitely worth checking out. Watch his method now by clicking the link in the chat or scanning the QR code on your screen. You won't believe how simple it is. Jeez. That's really the end of it. Cool. Thank you, Chuck Norris, for the 11 cents. Even though it was a terrible read for me after too many bong tokes. And all right, let's go. Have a good day. Remember, hit the like button. If you haven't followed the channel on the Rumble, I hope you will. I appreciate it. Hit that follow or join button down in the locals if you want to support and be a subscriber. You don't even have to join in on any of the games or anything or giveaways. You can just be a supporter and know that I'm doing something bigger than myself and bringing all of you with me. So join the community and don't just be upset with me and leave without talking to me, because a lot of times it's just a misunderstanding, you know. So I hope you know my DMs are open, not just for the Christmas pictures, you know. We'll see you all later. Maybe tonight, I don't know. If I get froggy, I'll jump in the locals, but we'll see you. Otherwise, tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time. Where is the outro? All right. Peace out, guys. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer. Check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here, and he's